questions that you want to know and you want answers to. Tell me what your number one question is going to be.
Hey, Fred Lam here, and welcome to Actrix TV. Now, for those of you that don't know what Actrix TV is, it's simply an episode or a series of episodes where I'm going to share with you my high performance media buying knowledge that you can actually use to advertise your website, your client's website, or most importantly, just to learn more about media buying. Now, in today's topic, I want to talk about CTR. Now, first of all, what is CTR? CTR stands for click-through rate. It's a percentage number that applies to your advertising to show you based on how many times your ads has been shown, what is the percentage of people that are going to be clicking on your ad. Now, one thing that I do have to say, click-through rate is equal to money. Either you're making you a lot of money or making you lose a lot of money. And this is what we focus on a lot when we are finding new products or when we have a new client that we're helping them to get in market, because the click-through rate will tell us two pieces of information. The first one is the click-through rate will tell us immediately if the market is interested in your products or not. If they're not interested, then that really means that, hey, move on to another offer, or the deal that you have, or the service or the hook that you use is absolutely not feasible for the market. So when you experience a very low click-through rate, again, it does tell you that, hey, market is not interested in what is going on. Now, at the same time, the click-through rate makes a drastic impact in the cost of advertising. So when you're advertising, obviously we're not like before, the traditional way where we just want eyeballs. We want people to click on the ad to either opt in into something or to buy something. We call this direct response marketing, right? We want to actually make a profit or to recoup our ad spend by simply people going to your website and to buy. Now, the higher your click-through rate is, obviously, the lower your cost per click is going to be, and that will result to actually making you more money for your business or for your client business. Because if we take a look at this, one misconception that the entire advertising industry, or I should say majority of the people have when it comes to Facebook advertising, Google advertising, Bing advertising, regardless of what it is, ultimately, at the end of the day, you are actually charged on CPM, cost per thousand views. It is not based on clicks or conversion. These networks like Google, Facebook, Bing, and all these advertising networks tells you that, hey, you're paying this much per click. But in reality, when it goes into the auction, which that's what it is, when it's advertising, you are basically entering into an auction with other people that are bidding on the same either targeting or keyword as you. Google, Facebook, and Bing makes the most by giving the opportunity to those that obviously can pay the most. So click-through rate plays a huge factor, and every single impression is actually being billed into your credit card or wherever you are using to actually bill. So for you, if you want to actually get dirt cheap clicks, and if you want the lowest cost per purchase possible, you need to focus on the click-through rate, like a lot. That's the first thing that we really focus on, and that's why in a lot of my teaching, I talk about my 3x3 ad formula. This applies not just on Facebook, but in all advertising in general, because having 3 different ads from 3 different angles and hook going into the market, you are not making an assumption anymore. You are basically letting your audience, your visitors, your customers to tell you based on the data what they're really interested in. And that way, having 3 ads from going 3 different angles, you'll see different click-through rates on each. And in fact, you will see a much different cost per purchase or cost per lead or whatever you are trying to accomplish with these. Now, with 3 ads, obviously you'll know immediately which one is going to be the best ad that is actually converting into sales or lead and the highest click-through rate. Then what you want to do is to further elaborate and to further enhance that click-through rate. right? Because again, the market is telling you that they're very interested in that product. Now, when it comes to click-through rate, what are the things that we do to increase the click-through rate? First of all, we do different things on different advertising platforms because not all advertising platforms are the same. In fact, they're all different. People that are on Facebook are very different than the people that are on Instagram, even though they're the same network, but they're very different. People that are on Instagram are very different than people are on YouTube. People that are on YouTube are very different than the people that are doing a Google search. People on Google search are very different than people that are obviously in Google Display. Now, for me to actually cover all of them one by one, it's gonna take me forever, and I'm not gonna basically do that. But what I wanted to do is to give you some tips on how you can actually make tweaks to your ad to actually have a higher click-through rate. So the first tweak that you should have is always use power words. Now, what do I mean by power words? In reality, you want to have imagery. Imagery. Okay, I am so bad with writing. The imagery is not spelled properly. So that proves to you that, again, you don't have to be successful. Sorry, you don't have to go to school to be successful because even I spelled imagery wrong. So it's fine. It is fine. All right. Just need the knowledge. Going to power words. So one thing that you need to do is, let's say that you are selling this pen. You don't want to say this pen is sold for $1.99. You want to make it interesting. You want to use power words. You can say this long-lasting, durable pen costs you $1.99, but it will last you a lifetime. Right? Now you made it very interesting because we use power words. What do we use? We said long, durable, or long lasting is one power word. Durable is very important too at the same time. So we want to use power words and paint that picture and paint that imagery into your prospects that is reading your ad to visualize themselves on using your product. Again, this goes across all advertising platforms. The second thing that you always need to have is basically the hook, all right? Selling this pen, there's a lot of angles. There's positioning and there's angles and hooks. Depending on what position you want, it can be a lower price, it can be high price, it can be whatever the market is going to be selling at. But where I wanted to tell you is that you want to basically figure out the hook. What is something that is going to attract the person to even pay attention to your ad, right? This pen can be going after the hook of, again, long lasting. It can go after basically maybe when you write on it, it will basically become invisible after a day or something. A hook is very important so that you basically know what people are interested in and to continue to sell them through the sales funnel. So again, power words, hook, we focus on a lot. The choice of image and video is also very important. You want it to be different. You want it to basically have something that grabs a person's attention. Listen, people have a very short attention span. Very short, absolutely. And I would have to tell you, a lot of time, while you are watching this video right now, you obviously zoned out and started looking at the background of what is happening and what is going on in the background. This is what we do to attract you to continue to actually have your attention span to continue to go on. And that's why a lot of times, if you actually saw like what we call VSL, video sales letter that people are writing on top and doodling on top, those have a long stick rate because it's very different. So your choice of image and video is very important. You either want something to actually be very different. So let's say on Facebook, having a animation of text coming in and it's drawn really nice, or people that are doodling may work better for your niche than having a person on the video. The other one is that you can use videos that completely shock the people, right? They're like, what the F is going on? Like, what is that, right? Those also increase click-through rate a lot. So one quick example for you for like image and video is if you actually go to Google and search for ancient watermelon, okay? And let's say that you have a diet product that you want to sell and you're talking about fruits, okay? And if you actually look at the ancient watermelon, it doesn't look like anything that we eat today. The watermelon today looks looks so nice, so round. And now if you actually go search for ancient watermelon, that same watermelon decades ago actually looked very different. Because that picture, if you use it for ad, I can guarantee you your click-through rate is gonna skyrocket. Because people are not used to seeing that watermelon. So again, choice of image and video choice is obviously very, very, very important. Now, last but not least, again, I'm gonna share with you one last tip. Again, each platform works very differently. It's gonna take me forever to talk about it. But if you guys want me to go more in detail, let me know right in the comment box right below. And if I have a lot of people excited about it, I may share more, okay? But anyways, the last one that I have to do is CTA. I'm just so shocked how many people, when they run an ad, they never say the call to action, all right? People need to be told what to do. Yes, there's a big sign up button, there's a big learn more button, but at the end of the day, when you're reading the text or when you're hearing the audio, people need to be told what to do, and they're programmed to be told what to do. So when you are writing an ad or when you're recording a video, you want to tell people, hey, go click here, go to that link, buy that product, or go sign up right now, just click that button right here, or whatever. You want to tell them specifically what to do because again, people are programmed to actually look at it. That's why in a lot of sales pages, when you go to the landing page, you will always see people even say, click here to buy now. They don't just say buy now, they say click here to buy now because they are programmed to actually go and click it to actually buy. So remember, always have a call to action in your video. And right now, I'm gonna add a call to action. If you like my video, if you learned and you gain some knowledge about click-through rate and the importance of it, and you can see yourself applying several of these tips, make sure you click the like button right below, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and click that notification bell so that each time I release a brand new video that's about media buying, about e-commerce, about golden nuggets or tips here and there, you're gonna get notified right away. Other than that, let me know in the comment box if you want me to record anything specific that will help you with your business, with your career. Just let me know right there. Other than that, I look forward to seeing you in our next video.